she'll be fourth.
That clearance has certainly changed the dynamic of this match. It sort of came out of nowhere as well. Jimmy struggling. Jimmy not fancying the long red, changed his mind. Attacking safety. Cover behind the yellow. Could be a problem for Jimmy here. Can he get through to just nip that red?
Foul. Reanne.
That's one way to get back to baulk, but certainly not a bad result. Just hit that slightly thick. Opportunity here for Jimmy into this left black bag. That was timed lovely. That last frame could have given Jimmy that spark that he was so looking for the whole day.
Oh, now his shoelace is undone, so he's going to tie that up. A bit advanced in age to be a schoolboy, Jimmy. Although when he was the right age, he spent most of his time in the snooker club. In fact, he came to an arrangement with the headmaster. As long as they knew he was in the club and nowhere else, he was fine to go down there on the Friday and play.
Certainly struck the ball a little bit better. I know it's still early doors, but timed the ball a lot better in this frame so far. Let that run slightly. Is he on anything?
12.
No.
If looks could kill. That's annoyed him. And as you say, just as things were starting to look up, he'd won a frame, he was starting to just hit the ball nicely.
This is a very, very tough pot here. Maybe a little bit of frustration in it. Where's the cue ball?
Foul. Do you like 12?
Wow, well that's just completely gone wrong in 2 shots. Just as Reanne Evans comes to the table, I did promise to repeat our quiz question, so I must do that. We've got 2 tickets to give away to the Champion of Champions in November. The day Judd Trump plays, the tournament starts on November the 13th. We don't know which day it'll be yet, but if you want to come and watch Judd's group, then the question is, what is, or which was, Judd Trump's first
6.
ranking title success, which was the tournament, his first ranking title success. Send your answer to the official Championship League Twitter account at CL Snooker. That's at CL Snooker, and we'll announce the winner in the next match. So, what was Judd Trump's first tournament success in a ranking event? Don't answer, Ross, if you know.
7.
You're not allowed to enter.
I was trying to rack my brains there. I've got a little bit of an idea.
Forty. 50.
A little cannon on the red directly above the black, I think, is the play here. Should free the red to the right of it. Oh,
Reanne Evans.
don't forget about the black.
50.
I believe she's left the red to this left corner. Another opportunity for Jimmy.
Yeah, she thought she'd got the black still, but it wobbled and it didn't drop. She was nicely on the next red.
It's a bit dangerous sometimes when you've got to play a positional shot that involves a cannon or a certain area. Take your eyes slightly off the pot.
1. 6. 7. Thank you.
Not a lot goes from the right side of the table, so I believe he's going to have to try and bring the cue ball back across the table, either to cannon or possibly play for the 2 reds into the right black pocket, but this shot's not as easy as it looks positionally. Maybe it does pot into the left pocket, but not quite played as well as he wanted to.
40. 50.
The problem with great players as they go late into their career is they're compared inevitably to their past, and people will remember Jimmy White in his pomp, flamboyance, fluidity, just a joy to watch. You look at Judd Trump now, the exhibition shots he plays. Jimmy White was there first doing that, so to see him struggle can be difficult for his fans, I think.
There was certainly a lot of signs last season that he'd found a lot of form again, and I'm sure at some point this season he'll get back to that form. Works very hard at his game.
Yeah, he's just struggled today to keep tight control of that cue ball. So already here, he's on a bit of an adventure in this break.
But potting this, it could open up all the balls that are currently covering each other. I think he's overdone it.
Jimmy White 70.
But those fans I mentioned will be with him whatever. They've seen everything really. Been a roller coaster, but he's still so popular. If he gets in the Champion of Champions, there'll be a big crowd there for that. But he's left a chance here for Reanne Evans.
1.
She wants this to slow up. Slow up.
Just stopped in time. Back in a nice position now.
5.
All the reds are still not in open play, but so needs to keep a tight cue ball and still do a bit of
6.
development.
Reanne, 6.
Well, again, a miss that sort of came out of nowhere.
What?
Nicely on the block colours now. It's Jimmy's turn to try and solve this puzzle.
Green ball.
I think he might be out of position. It has been tough for both players to keep tight control of that cue
4.
ball.
Yeah, it's a bit of an ordeal for the two players, but it's all about getting these frames on the board. It's a huge frame, this. If Reanne Evans wins it, then she, of course, is guaranteed the point and therefore third place. Jimmy White wins it, then we're going to the last frame to decide who gets that £1,000 and the ranking points.
That looked quite tough to swing the cue ball round. Had to hit it perfectly, but just never quite caught it. It certainly freed up the safe ball that was in the middle of the table.
One. Thank you.
But with the way this match has went, it's very difficult to say it's a frame winning opportunity. It has landed a little bit awkward again.
Six.
Pot this, a nice little stun over for the black. Struck that nicely, and a nice position on the black. Just got the angle, I believe, to bring the cue ball over for these two reds. Not the ideal position there. I think we're going to see a safety shot coming up. Don't fancy Jimmy taking on a pot. And not the best safety shot.
Give me like 40.
No. And that kind of sums up the day, really. Firstly, the chance that he got didn't come to much, and then safety. Well, it's not safe.
Straight cueing required here. Struck that very, very nicely. Excellent shot.
Yes, I mean, it's not been the highest quality match. No point pretending otherwise. I think Reanne Evans, though, has been the stronger of the two overall. She's given herself the opportunity here to win the key frame. If she wins this frame, she's going to finish in third place, and Jimmy White is going to finish in fourth.
To use a racing analogy, an inch or a mile. At the end of the day, a win's a win. It all counts the same. Getting the job done is the most important thing.
60.
And if she does win the frame, obviously she has a chance to beat the great
80.
Jimmy White as well, which I know would mean a lot to her.
Played that very nicely with the opposite hand. Prime position.
21.
Still going to need the pink, so needs a good position on this blue.
25.
That's pretty good there. Got options on where she wants to play the pink into.
So this is it. This is the ball. If she pots it, that's going to ensure Reanne Evans will get 1,000 ranking points and prize money out of this tournament. Jimmy White will finish in last place if it goes in, and it hasn't. Another twist.
30.
I think just the way the frame went, we sensed that that was not going to be absolutely guaranteed, but I've seen easier shots than these. I believe Jimmy's going to play it dead weight as well. Oh.
Yeah, Reanne Evans will be frustrated there because she got on the pink pretty well. But now she still needs it. Jimmy White, of course, needs both balls.
Quite fitting for the way the frames went. Plenty of drama throughout the frame, so we're ending on a bit of drama too. Jimmy's played that nicely. That's what you're looking for in that shot. Tight object ball. Cuts down the options for the next available shot. Possibly a double into the green pocket. I think she went for it with cue ball safety in mind. Jimmy's got a chance.
Yeah, and even though he struggled overall today, you know, it wouldn't be a surprise if he knocked in a great pink, finished nicely on the black.
Hit that very thick.
Yeah. So, can Reanne Evans, second good chance she's had at the pink, win the frame and win the point guaranteed for third place. Yeah, confidently struck.
On the front.
And Reanne Evans leads 2-1, and it means whatever happens